Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
So how many of you feel confident now you've memorized, got the 34? How's it going with the 34? Yeah? Nitai, good? Almost there? You want to try do it all the way through? Give him the mic. Don't put it up. Because what I find in memorization is, it's like any other exercise. You have to push yourself beyond what you're used to. And when you're memorizing something and you try for it and there's a gap, that's where you know where you have to fill in. So let's hear how far Nitai you can go. And if you've got any gaps, just skip them and keep going, okay?
Suvacha iti samprashna samrishto vipranam romaharshini pratipujya vachastesham pravaktum upachakrame sato vacha yam pravajantam manupetam apeta krityam dvaipayano virahakatara ajuhava putreti tanmayataya taravobhinedus tam sarvabhutaridayam munimanatosmi यह स्वानुभावमति अखिल श्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीप्तमतितीर्षतं तमोन्दं संसारिणं करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यं तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुन्मुनीनं नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् मुनयः साधुपृष्ठोऽहं भवद्भिर्लोकमङ्गलम् यत्कृता कृष्ण संप्रश्नो येनात्मा सुप्रसीदति स वै पुंसं परो धर्मो यतो भक्तिरधोक्षजे अहैतुकी अप्रतिहता ययात्मा सुप्रसीदति वासुदेवे भगवति भक्तियोगा प्रयोजितः जनयत्याशु वैराग्यं ज्ञानं च यदहैतुकं धर्मस्वनुष्ठिता पुंसां विश्वक्सेन कथासु यः नोत्पादयेद्यदि रतिं शम एवा हि केवलं धर्मस्य ह्यपवर्गस्य नार्थोऽर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मिकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः कामस्य नेन्द्रियप्रीतिर्लाभो जीवेत यावत् जीवस्य तत्त्वजिज्ञासा नार्थो यश्चेह कर्मभिः वदन्ति तत्त्वविदस्तत्त्वं यज्ज्ञानमद्वयं ब्रह्मेति परमात्मेति भगवान् इति शब्दते तत्सदधानमुनयो ज्ञानवैराग्ययुक्तय पश्यन्त्यात्मनि चात्मानं भक्त्या श्रुता गृहीतया अथापुंभिर्द्विजश्रेष्ठा वर्णाश्रमविभागशः स्वनुष्ठितस्य धर्मस्य संसिद्धिं हरितोषणं तस्मादेकेन मनसा भगवान् सात्वतं पति श्रोतव्यकीर्तितव्यश्च ध्येयपूज्यश्च नित्यदा यदनुध्यासिना युक्ता कर्मग्रन्थिनिबन्धनं छिन्दन्ति को विदास्तस्य को न कुर्यात् कथारतिं शुश्रूषोषददानस्य वासुदेव परागति कथारुचि स्यान्महत्सेवया विप्र पुण्यतीर्थनिषेवनात् शृण्वतां स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः हृदयन्तस्थो ह्यभद्राणि विदुनोति सुहृत्सतां नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवतसेवया भगवति उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्तकी तदा राजस्तमो भाव कामलोभादयश्च ये चेत एतेरनाविद्धं स्थितं सत्त्वे प्रसीदति वासुदेव एवं प्रसन्नमनसो भगवद्भक्तियोगतः भगवत्तत्त्वविज्ञान मुक्तसङ्गस्य जायते विद्यते हृदयाग्रन्थिश्चिद्यन्ते सर्वसंशयः क्षीयन्ते चास्य कर्माणि दृष्ट एवात्मनीश्वरे अतो वै कवयो नित्यं भक्तिं परमया मुदा वासुदेवे भगवती कुर्वन्त्यात्मा प्रसादनं सत्वं रजस्तम इति प्रकृतिर्गुणस्तिर्युक्ता परा पुरुष एक इहास्य धाते स्थित्यादये हरिविरिञ्चि हरेति संज्ञा श्रेयंसि तत्र खलु सत्त्वतनोर्ननं सु पार्थिवादरणो धूमस्तस्मादग्निस्त्रयीमया तमसस्तु रजस्तस्मात् सत्वं यद्ब्रह्मदर्शनम् भेजरे मुनयोताग्रे भगवन्तं सत्वं विशुद्धं क्षेमाय कल्पन्ते ये नूतान्यः मुमुक्षवो घोररूपान् हित्वा भूतापतिनता नारायणा कलशान्ता भजन्ति ह्यनुसूयवः रजस्तमा प्रकृताय समशीला भजन्ति वै पितृभूता प्रजेशादिन् श्रीऐश्वर्य प्रजेप्सवः वासुदेव परा वेद वासुदेव परामख वासुदेव परायोग वासुदेव परा क्रिया वासुदेव परं ज्ञानं वासुदेव परं तपः वासुदेवे परगति वासुदेव परो धर्मो वासुदेव पराक्रियः परागति स एवेदं ससर्जाग्रे गुणमय भगवान् आत्ममायया सदसद्रूपया चासु गुणमाया गुणो विभु तया विलासितेष्वेषु गुणेषु गुणवानिव अन्तः प्रविष्ट आभाति विज्ञानेन विजृम्भितः यथा हि अविहितो वानिर्दारुष्विकस्वयोनिषु नानेव भाति विश्वात्मा भुङ्क्तेषु च तथा पुमान् असौ गुणमयैर्भावैर्भूतसूक्ष्मेन्द्रियात्मभिः स्वनिर्मितेषु निर्विष्टो भुङ्क्ते भूतेषु तद्गुणान्
Right? You gotta show them a pantomime. Animals, demigods.
भावयत्येष सत्त्वेन लोकान् वै लोकभावनः लीलावतारनुरतो देवतीर्यन्नरादिषु
Okay, now who can do it backwards? Huh? Who's ready? You want to do it backwards? You can do the whole thing backwards. It's not hard. Give her the mic. Just concentrate.
Bhavatya isha satvena lokan vai loka bhavana leelavatara nuroto devatirya naradishu asaugunamayar bhavir bhuta shukshmendriyatmabhi swanirmiteshu nirvishto punkte bhuteshu tatgunan Bhavatya isha satvena Yata hi avihito vanir darushveka svayonishu naneva bhati vishvatma tapuman. Taya vilasviteshveshu guneshu gunavaniva anta pravishta abhati vijnanena vijimbrita Sai Vedam Shasarjagre Bhagavan Atmamayaya Sadasad Rupaya Jasho Gunamaya Guno Vibhu Sai Vedam Shasarjagre Bhagavan Atmamayaya Sada. We just did that. Vasudeva Paravedha Vasudeva Paramaka Vasudeva Parayoga Vasudeva Parakriya Vasudeva Paranganam Vasudeva Parantapa Vasudeva Parodharmo Vasudeva Paragati Tachastama Prakritaya Shamashila Bhajanti Vai Peter Bhuta Prajeshadin Shri Prajepsava Vaunaya Mumuksha Gora Rupan Pitvan Bhuta Patinata Narayana Kalashanta Bhajanti Anushuyava Dijire Munayotagre Bhagavan Tatvam Bhagavan Atajokshajam Tatvam Vishuddha Shemaya Kalpante Nutaniha Bas Parthivad Dharano Dumas Tasmad Agnistayi Maya Tamasastu Rajastasmad Tatvam Yad Brahma Darshanam Tatvam Rajastama Iti Prakritir Gunaster Yukta Para Purusha Eka Ihasyadate Sitya Hare Hare Virinchi Hare Tisamya Shriyam Shrisatva Salulatva Tharnorninam Su Atavai Kaviyo Nityam Bhaktim Paramayamuda Vasudevaya Bhagavati Bhagavanti Atma Prasadanim Vidyate Hidaya Grantis Chidyante Sarva Samsaya Shriyante Chasya Karmani Dishva Atmanishvare Devam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavan Sattva Yogata Tvavijnanam Mukta Sangasya Chayate Atarajastamo Bhava Kamalabhayasyaye Pita Eter Anavidam Sitvam Sattve Prasidati Nasravadeshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Chirnatam Svakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hidyanta Stohya Bhadrani Vidunoti Suritsatam Srusho Shadadhanasya Vasudeva Kataruchi Sanmahat Sevaya Vipra Punyatita Nishevanat Dadasnurdasina Yukta Karma Granti Nibandhanam Chidanti Kovidastasya Kona Kuryat Kataritim Tasmadekena Manasa Bhagavana Sattvatam Shotavya Kirtitavyascha Deha Pujascha Nityada Atapumirtja Shrishta Varnashrama Vivagasha Tanishtistasya Dharmasya Samsidir Haritoshanam Tatvam Ratanamunayo Jnana Vairagya Yuktaya Pashyanti Atmani Chatmanam Bhakta Shutya Grihitaya Tayanti Tattva Vidas Tattvam Yad Jnanam Advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Shabdate Tamlasya Nindriya Pritir Labho Jivete Yavata Jivasya Tattva Jignasya Muktoyasya Karmabhi Tattvam Nartoya Yopakalvate Nartasya Dharma Kantasya Samsmasnovaya Hismrita Masya Nushtata Pumsam Vishvaksena Katasuya Notpadayet Yatiratim Shamaeva Hi Kevalam Dhammasudevaya Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Jnanayata Shivairagyam Dhanachaya Dahaitukam Tadnam Dharmo Yato Bhaktira Dokshaje Ahaitukiya Pratihata Yayatma Suprasidati Manayo Sadhu Preshtoham Bhavat Birlokam Hangalam Yat Krita Krishna Samprashno Yenatmasu Prasidati Tanarayana Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narotamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye Yasanustam Bhava Akila Shruti Sharamekam Adhyatma Deepam Atitirshtavam Tamontam Samsarinam Karunayaha Purana Guyam Tam Vyasasunam Upayami Guru Muninam Sutovacha Yam Pravajantam Anupetam Atpeta Krityam Dvaipayano Virahakartara Ajuhava Putreti Tanmayataya Taravo Binedus Tam Sarva Bhutam Hidayam Munimanatosmi Sasovacha Iti Samprashna Samprishto Vipranamro Maharshani Prati Puja Vachastesham Pravaktam Upachakrame.
Okay, now you can put it up. We only have like 39 days for everyone to memorize this forwards and backwards, so make a recording. There is a recording out there already, right? Does everyone have it? And there's also the PDF, so you can print it out and make a copy. You can put on microfiche film for the back of your eyelid. Could you put it up now? There it is. Shall we try it all together? Close your eyes. Only open them if you need them. Vyasuva cha iti samprashna samrishto vipranamro maharshanihi pratipuja vachastesham pravaktum upachakrame Sutta uvacha yam pravajantam anupetam apeta krityam vaipayano virahat ajuhava utreti tanmayatayata ravodinedus tam sarva bhutarayam munimanatosmi yasvanubhavam akila shruti saramekam Adhyatmadipamatitirshatam tamondam Samsarinam karunayaha puranakuyam Tam vyasasunupayami guru muninam Narayanam namaskritya Naram chaiva narottamam Devim saraswatim vyasam Tato jayam udiraye Munayat Sadhu Prishtoham Bhavadgir Lokamangalam Yakrita Krishna Samprashno Yenatma Suprasidati Savai Pumsam Parotharmo Yato Bhakti Ratoksaje Ahayatukya Pratiyata Yatma Suprasidati Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Bhakti-Ragyam Jnanam Chayarahaitukam Dharma Swanustita Pumsam Vishvaksena Katasuyaha Lotpadayed Yadiratim Shrama Eva Hikevalam Dharmasya Yapavargasya Nartortayo pakalpate Nartasya dharmaikantasya Kamolabhaya hismitaha Kamasya nendriya pritir Labo jiveta yavata Jivasya tattva jignasya Narto yasceha karmavi Vadanti tattva vidas Tattvam yajnanamadvayam Rameti paramatmeti Bhagavaniti shabdate Tashradatana munayo Jnana vairagya yuktaya Pasyantyatmani manam Bhakta Shruta Grihitaya Atha Kumbir Dvija Shreshta Varnashrama Vibhagasha Swanustistasya Dharmasya Samsadir Haritoshanam Tamyekena Manasa Bhagavan Sattvathampati Shrotavya Kirtitavyascha Yeya Pujascha Nityara Yat Anudyasina Yukta Karma Granti Nibandhanam Chindanti Kovidastasya Kona Kuryat Kataratim Shushusho Shridatanasya Vasudeva Katarachi Sammahat Sevaya Vipra Punyatirtha Nishevana Shrinvatam Sakata Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Vidyam Tatso Hivadrani Vitunoti Suritsatam Nashtaprayeshu Padreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Tamashloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Tata Rajastamo Bhava Kamalobha Dayaschaye Chaita Ite Anavidam Itam Sattve Prasidati Evam Prasanna Manaso Bhagavatattva Bhagavatattva Vijnanam Mukta Sangasya Chayate Vidyate Hridaya Grantish Chijante Sarva Samshayaha Chiyante Chasya Karmani Ishta Evatmanishvare Ovai Kavayo Nityam Bhaktim Paramaya Buddha Vasudeve Bhagavati Kurvantyatma Prasadanim Sattvam Rajastamaiti Prakritir Gunastayar Yukta Pascha Eka Ihasitate Sityadaye Harivarinshi Hareti Samdhya Shreyam Sitattvakalu Sattvatanur Naramsu Partivadadano Dumas Tasmadagnistrahi Mayaha Tamasastu Rajastasmad Sattvam Yat Brahmadarshanam Dejare Muniyotagre Bhagavantam Adhoksajam Sattvam Vishuddham Shemaya Kalpante Yenutaniha Mumukshavo Kora Rupam Itva Uga Atinata Narayana Kalashanta Pajanti Jnana Suyava Rajastama Prakritaya Samashila Pajanti Vai Itribhuta Pajeshadin Shri Aishvarya Prajait Sabaha Vasudeva Paramena Vasudeva Paramakaha Vasudeva Parayoga Vasudeva Parakriyaha Vasudeva Paramjnanam Vasudeva Paramtapaha Vasudeva Parodharmo Vasudeva Paragatihi Saevedam Sasarjagre Bhagavana Mamayaya Sarasadrupaya Chaso Gunamaya Gunovihu Taya Vilashiteshvesu Guneshu Gunavaniva Antapravishta Abhati Vijnanena Vrajamrita Yata Yavahito Vanir Darushveka Sayonishu Nane Bhavati Vishvapa Bhuteshu Tapuman Gunamayer Bhavir Bhuta Sukshmendriyatma Vihi Swanirmiteshu Nirvishto Bhute Bhuteshu Tadgunan Purena Lokan Vailoka Bhavana Lilavakana Yurato Evatiryam Nayanishu Iti Srimad Bhagavate Mahapurane Paramahansan Samhitayam Pratamaskande Nainishyo Prakyane Dvitiyodhyayaha Hari Om. You got it? Part. You got some of them? Stick? One thing, repetition is, it helps if you hear it again and again. Back in the Vedic times, young people would sit down every day and go through all the mantras, and then after a while, you just learn them. Just go in your brain. Vedant, you got some of them down? One? You got one? Who's got one or two? Just banging around in their head. Let's hear. Give her a mic, whichever ones you want to say. Turn off the screen's okay now.
Munaya sadhu prishtoham bhavadbelokamangalam yatkrita Krishna samprashno yenatmasu prasidati vasudeve savai pumsam paro dharmo eto bhaktira dokshache ahaitukya pratihata yayatmasu prasidati Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayatyashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayadhaitukam Dharmasya Hiyapavargasya Naido Doyo Pakalpate Naidasya Dharmayekantasya Kamalobhaya hismitaha Kamasya nendriya prite Labho jivetaya muda Jivasya tattva jignasa Naido yasceha karmabhi.
Very good. Nice. Don't be afraid to, just do what you can, because they're unlimited verses, but any fragment or whatever you can do it, because then it extends you out there, and then you can just fill it in. When you expose yourself to it and you just try for it again and again, then gradually you'll magically then just know it all. It's all by Krishna's arrangement. Who else can do a couple more? You want to do some? You do a few shlokas. Just imagine we're in a forest, and it's Vedic times, thousands of years ago, and we're sitting, the sun's coming up in the morning, we're all sitting doing our shlokas.
Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jaya madiraye.
Bravo! Sadhu. Okay, who else wants to do a couple shlokas? No? Yeah, you know some. Give them the mic. Do what you can. Do a partial one. Give them. Okay, do it.
Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottama devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet.
Very good, very good. More. Who can do a couple? Someone volunteer who hasn't done it yet. Okay, give him the mic.
Shinvata swakata Krishna punya shravana kirtanam hridyanti stuha bhadrani vidunoti suhritsatam nashta prayeshu bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki.
Two more volunteers.
Sabai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radoksaje ahaitukri apratihata yayatma suprasidati.
Uno más. Want to do one? Do what you can. Try to go 3, 4.
Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu bhatteshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati neshtiti.
Excellent. Well done. Just take a little time. Go over them, read them forwards, backwards, get one going in your head. Look at the word meanings. It'll help you paste it all together. Okay? So next week is Rath Yatra. So try to practice up before Rath Yatra because we're going to sing it all for Lord Jagannath, okay? And then the week after that, are we here? No. We're still here? Okay, then you're in big trouble then. Everyone's good? No, we're not. We're in Toronto. Okay, you got 3 weeks for everybody. It's got to learn it forward and backwards. Okay? Say yes. Yes. Done deal. So make sure you got your paper with you and the recording because you got to listen to it. You got to get exposed to it a lot. Okay? Who doesn't know it now and would like to give a shot at it and next time to get at least 10 or 20. Okay? You gonna go for it? Okay, next time we'll call in. Yay! The weight's in. All right, so now let's have a little kirtan. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Sri Mate Bhaktivedanta. Where's all the mics? Swami Niti Namane. Line them up. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshtakarine. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda. This is an original Prabhupada tune. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Rama Rama
Right behind you, in the yellow. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Bola, 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 bola. Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Bola, bola. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Bola, bola. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo, bolo, bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Jago, Jago, Ora Chandra, Bole, Jago, 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Nameva Kevalam, Kalona Seva, Devana Seva, Satiranyata. Gatiranya cha. Gaur Premanande Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. So now we'd like to hear what talent you're working on, a skill that you're working on that might be interesting. What kind of things are you practicing right now to get better at? Yes. Please pass a mic back to Kameshwari.
Hare Krishna. I am learning a new bhajan and I am listening and trying to sing it regularly. That is Jaydev Goswami's Yehi Murare. So one new bhajan.
Could you sing just one line?
Okay. Yehi Murare, Yehi Murare, Kunja Vihari, Yehi Pranata Jana Bandho, He Madhava Madhu Madhanavareenya, He Madhava Madhu Madhanavareenya, Keshav Karuna Sindhu.
What inspired you to learn that song? What about that song did you like so much that you wanted to memorize it?
So this is the prayers by gopis, and they are actually praying to Krishna while describing how he is very merciful and he is a shelter for all the living entities. There are a lot of things that I liked, but he is actually shelter for all the nirashraya, those who don't have the shelter. He is a shelter for all of them. That is something I really liked, and of course gopis surrender to Krishna, and their prayers is very, very beautifully written by Jaydev Goswami in this song. So I liked this prayer.
Thank you very much. It was really heart-warming, beautiful song. Okay, who else is learning something, a skill that you can report? Human beings are crafty. They can learn stuff. So what are you learning? Spill the beans. Yeah, Vraja's about to raise her hand, but she's not sure if she wants to tell. Go ahead, Vraja. What are you learning?
So I'm learning harmonium.
How to what?
I'm learning harmonium.
Harmonium. Tell us how it's going.
So like I'm trying to like learn songs on it, and like I'm trying to like figure out like how to do like different tunes on the harmonium.
So how's it going?
Good.
You have a tune that you play? A little bit?
Not really.
Okay. All right, let's wish her good luck on the harmonium. Who else? Yes. I saw you, Nirman. I'll come back to you.
I'm learning crochet. Well, I've been crocheting
Crochet.
for a long time, but I haven't been crocheting Krishna's Laddu Gopal's dresses, so I want to learn that.
So how'd you first get into crocheting?
Well, my mom's friend, she was here at the temple today. She used to crochet dresses for Krishna, and I got inspired by her, so I started learning.
It's really nice to make things for Krishna.
Yeah.
There's a verse somewhere about how the things that you make for Krishna, that you grow in your own garden, are the most first-class offerings that you can make. That's really nice. Okay, who else has a skill? Arman.
So I've just started to try and speak fluently and not use filler words such as like, and so. And my dad really helps me with this whenever we're in the car.
So tell us how he helps you. What's the way to... What does he say? Is he here? No.
Well,
Just tell us.
He says that whenever we say or then he says so that we acknowledge that it's there, so that we can try and fix it.
Huh.
And he always says the student, the teacher becomes the master. So when he's also doing it, that means he can advance his skills as well.
Oh, very good. That's a very good skill to have. I think you mentioned it yesterday too. You have a group that's doing it. Can you say more about it? I think this is a good skill everyone should learn.
Yeah, so yesterday in youth gym I was talking about how one of my friends and I are also practicing to avoid using filler words, and if either of us use it, we will remind each other.
So tell us the secret to speaking without filler words. What do you have to do? So like riding a bicycle or crocheting, or what is it like?
I think it takes constant practice. You have to be really aware of what you're saying, and it also allows you to be more conscious of your speech, which is helpful.
Seems to me that you have to make a decision that you're going to do it first.
Yeah.
And then admit when you do it, and then consciously not do it the next time. You get it into a better speech pattern. I think you have to be more thoughtful when you speak, right? And go a little slower perhaps, and just not do it mindlessly.
Another thing we do is that if you listen to yourself speaking again and you can hear a recording of how many filler words you're using while you're having a conversation, you won't ever want to use a filler word again because it doesn't sound as nice.
Yeah. It's a good point. Okay, who else is learning a skill? Yes. Let's hear what you got. This is very revealing.
First, can I say a point about filler words as well?
Oh, yeah.
Something that I learned growing up is people are not comfortable with pausing in their speech because they're so afraid that the few seconds in their head, which really translates to 1 or 2 seconds in real life, is so long, people are going to lose focus. But it's okay to keep the pause and keep people's attention and then keep going.
That's really helpful.
And as for a skill I'm trying to learn, it's how to tolerate work.
So how do you do that? What's the technique?
I'm trying to remember that this is not really what I'm here for. It's just something we do on the side to keep our bhakti going.
Thank you. Okay, one more. Who's got a skill? Yes.
I think it's more like asking really good questions, because when a good lecturer or like who comes to temple or home programs, right, there's people there's so many new people in the class, right? When they have so many doubts because they're new to they don't know much about Krishna consciousness, but the person is using so many different terms, because I feel like asking good questions, right? When someone asks, when I ask a question, right? I try to get I try thinking about it so much that the other people, they won't have doubts when the lecturer answers my question.
Parikshit Maharaj did that. Does anybody know when he did it specifically? Yes, you know. Go ahead. Say it more.
After the Ras Leela, he saw that other people in the audience were very disturbed by this because Krishna is dancing with the wives of other men. So he asked, how come the Lord is breaking these rules of dharma?
Yeah, so it's a good practice. Very thoughtful. And as a matter of fact, many of the great devotees start off by asking simple questions. For instance, you'll find in the conversation between Vidura and Maitreya that Vidura starts off asking really simple questions. And Prabhupada even mentions it in the purport. Why is he asking such simple questions? It's not for him. It's for everybody else. It's being very thoughtful to lay the groundwork and make context so everybody can understand as it becomes more detailed. Okay, now, yes. Radhakripa, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. It's not a skill, but I'm trying to stay away from news, and I'm successfully able to survive for at least last 14 days. So
14 days, no news.
No news.
I like that. Surya Kund.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. I'm trying to learn gardening a little bit, so we could have some flowers to offer to deities. But what I learned in the process that unwanted grass and all that stuff, like crabgrass and all, you don't have to even water them. They just come on their own, and you have to be very careful with your plants, whether it's fruits or flowers. So if you're a little bit careless, probably they might die out. And then I was thinking it's same thing like anarthas. If you're not careful, they will just come into your life. But for good habits, you really need to be careful. Yeah.
Such a good metaphor. Lord Chaitanya used it all the time to teach. And there's so many parallels, isn't there? Aren't there? Yes, nice. Bravo. Amira. Got one in the front?
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
So a skill I've been working on is my musical abilities, so I can help and so I can use them in service for Krishna. So for example, my cello playing, I've been trying to enhance my skills in that category. So I feel like if I started practicing a bit more now because I'm in summer, so I have a bit more time, and I feel like with that practice, it's really gotten me to a higher level where I can now start and trying using it in Krishna's service.
It's amazing. You just increase a little bit more every day, and you notice that you get better, right? I really love the cello. Please keep doing it. It's really fantastic. Yes, what do you got?
I'm trying to get better at doing my kirtans so that I can do kirtans for Krishna and do beautiful kirtans for everyone else, all the devotees.
That's a nice motivation. We wish you well and hope you develop more and more. Hare Krishna. Yes? Okay. Hands are up, everybody. 1, 2, 3.
I'm learning a new sloka and the translation.
Can we ask where it's from?
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Would you like to give us a little enough so we can wet our beaks?
Sure. Krishne swadamo pagate dharma jnanadibitsaha kalo nashta drishamesha puranarko dhunoditaha. And the translation is, when Krishna left this world, Dharma and Jnana went with him, and out of his causeless mercy, he sent Srimad Bhagavatam, which is like the sun that destroys the darkness of Kali Yuga.
Bravo.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Me, Shriyan, and coincidentally Shravan is also in a class where we are trying to learn different meters and different recitation, different tunes for some of those meters. So I remember when Amarendra Prabhu came previous time, which is about 4 years ago. So he spoke about a verse, and Amarendra Prabhu.
Oh, Amarendra Prabhu, yeah.
So he said, when you visited Atlanta many years ago, he asked you what is your favorite verse, and you said, I have many favorites, but you gave him Barha Pidam Natavara Papuhu.
Oh yeah, that was in Atlanta. That was in where were we?
Boston.
Boston, yeah, it was in Boston.
Boston, yes. So recently we were memorizing Mandakranta, that particular meter. So we were memorizing.
Can we get a little taste?
Sure, Maharaj. Barha pidam natavara vapuhu karnayo karnikaram bhibradvasaha kanaka kapisham vaijayantincha malam randran venuradhara sudayo Purayan Gopavrinder Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishagita Kirti.
Now, let's hear. I want to hear the tal that goes with that. Do you know the tal that goes with it? Want to do it again? It's harder when the tal's going. Okay, go up.
Barha pidam natavara vapuhu karnayo karnikaram bibradvasaha kanaka kapisham vaijayantincha malam Randran venuradha sudayo Purayan Gopavrinder Vrindaranyam Swapadaramanam Pravishagita Kirti.
Haribo. We're obviously going to have to retool after that, right? For when we do Barhar Pidam. Prabhu?
Maharaj, my biggest challenge nowadays is dealing with fear. So, before coming to Krishna conscious, I had so many fears, like fear, stage fear. One of the fears was stage fear. And also fear of failures. What if I fail in that exam? What if I fail in MSET? What if I fail in, even in engineering or, whatever, masters or. So, almost, I've been in the movement for almost 20-25 years. Still, the sense of fear is not going away. What am I doing wrong? Am I not taking the shelter of Krishna fully? Is that why this fear is still lingering? What am I doing wrong? I need to diagnose my fear problem, and I want to overcome it. Am I going in the right direction? I don't know. I just want to.
You're definitely going in the right direction. Fear, bhayam dvitiya binibesha tasyad, ishada petasya viparyotos. The Bhagavatam gives simple antidote for fear. Tadmayatam buddha abhajatam bhaktyayika yesham guru devatatma. That the fear comes from forgetting Krishna. Bhayam tvitiya. I see something separate from Krishna. Bhayam syat, and then fear arises. So then it says, Tanmayatam buddhaya abhajetam bhaktyayakayesham gurudevatatma. Give one pointed attention to Krishna and Guru. That's the antidote. So you're going in the right direction. Hare Krishna. So just a really short session, because we got to go. And that is one thing that you took away from the Rath Yatra in Los Angeles. One memory or vision. Can only take 3. So give us something. What did you take away from the Rath Yatra? Besides, did you know did anybody try the free feast? You know the peanut butter cups? You know what they're called? Rishi's peanut butter cup. I got that from Mukunda Datta. Yes, Prabhu. By the way, it was such a successful yatra. Thank you for organizing it every year after year. As I told you down there, you're the Shivananda Sain of ISV. It's a big, big service. Harival.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. The impression which I got when we were taking the group picture in the end, I see how the positive energy, pulls the people to that direction. And we were all like assembled together, majority of them ISV devotees. But then few, they just felt like the positivity, the energy there, they just wanted to join it. That made me feel like, as if, where there is, magnet, you were there, so everybody was pulled in that direction.
That was so funny, right?
Yeah.
There were some people just watching, and they just ran and got in the picture because it was so much fun, so much energy. Yeah, that's a good memory. That's a unique, really distinct memory. Who's got one more? We get 2 more to get all together. Yes. Okay. 1, 2.
I was distributing books and I met this person. He said, I have already this book. I just stay 1 block from here. And I grew up watching, this parade every year. And he said, where are the elephants? There used to be elephants. And then I said, wow. I never saw elephants on Rath Yatra myself, but he said, oh, I saw them. And then I wonder where they gone. So I said, that's so nice you saw it every year from your childhood. He said, yeah, it has changed the way it looks over the years, but the feeling they give, it's the same. It's really nice. It's very, very happy feeling, he said. And he said, though I have the book, I'm going to take it. And every time I get book, I always take it. I say, don't say no, and I pass it on. So it was nice too.
Thank you very much. Haribol.
I remember when crossing the place where the Christian Dham, where the wall usually is, and they're all shouting, and outside of the usual, outside of the unnecessary conflict, I was really missing them being there because there was so much joy out of just seeing I remember last year I saw Sri Madhav Mahotsav Prabhu go there, and he has his speakers and he turned up his speakers to max volume. And I was thinking, I feel so bad for these people. Their entire year was made successful with the whole hour of Harinam and seeing Jagannath come by, and then seeing them in the free feast line afterwards and them getting prasadam. And I was thinking that this year you've missed on amazing food, amazing kirtan, and they can't even miss the kirtan if they wanted to. So it's a shame. Hopefully they're back.
Nirkula wants to report why they weren't there.
Ratnabhushana texted me this morning that the Christian preacher who dressed it in a cow died in June. So that's probably why they weren't there, and who knows if they will come back. But as you said, he had prashada, and so did the others, and they heard the kirtan. So
it'll be interesting to see when they're born into the next family. Like, yes.
Oh no, that's okay. I remember that we were distributing books, and that guy was, with his huge thing, and he was screaming, "Don't touch these books." The people were sitting outside in the restaurant. "Don't touch those books. You will go to hell." And then at least 40 people in that restaurant. "Can I have a copy of the book?" I want to know, what is he talking about hell? So I only had a few, and then another Prabhu, I said, "Prabhu, just get more books. They all want books." And then he was like looking at, everybody is like, "You guys have gone crazy." He kept on going on. But I just thought that because of him, we gave away so many books.
It's a good marketing ploy, isn't it? One thing I noticed and took away from the festival was during our kirtan, that Bhakta Kiran, he had been telling me that he was learning violin. Violin's not something you just pick up and all of a sudden you're great at it. And he saw me there and he said, "I got my violin, I got it all together, I got sound system, I'm gonna play." And I like, great. And you never know until somebody actually starts playing the violin. He was fantastic. My mind was really expanded what a talent. Not only did he play the violin nicely, but he also figured out the technology, how to amplify it, because that's also another really difficult thing. So I was super impressed. That was a highlight for me. And the other one was just seeing everybody at the Los Angeles temple appreciate all of you. I mean, that's the best of it all. And I've gotten several messages from devotees. Dorka Rani wrote me just appreciating how all of you come down just for service. And then as soon as the service is done, it's like, "Okay, we're done here, let's go." Get on the bus and go home. It's like a swarm comes in, it's like, "What happened?" It's like, "What happened? Everything's done." So it's really touching to see everyone's reaction to the service attitude and the efficiency that you've all developed because of your sincerity and devotional service, and I deeply appreciate it. I'm really proud of everybody. It was fantastic. And the other one was that time when we chanted in front of Lord Jagannath when he's coming out, especially because we had the shlokas really lined up this time, and the timing was right, so we were able to say all the shlokas that Lord Chaitanya said in front of Lord Jagannath right when he was coming. And we finished the last one right when he was driving off. And that felt really good too. Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Shri Panchatattva, Shri Shri Radha and Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev, Shri Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra. If you so desire, please keep us together so we can do many more festivals together in your service and expand our service to your lotus feet. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone who agrees with this prayer in whole or in part, please unmute and say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Panchakalpaduruscha, Kripa Sindhu.